What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Slackers, bringing you guys our next matchup in the upgraded tournament. One matchup closer to the finale, the finals. I mean, we're getting close. We're getting close. So, most of us know what this is by now. If you don't, here's a very quick recap. It's a bunch of characters put into a tournament. A lot less now because quite a bit have been eliminated. But the characters in this tournament are only upgradable, so assist trophies, me costumes, that sort of stuff. Do you like that idea? If you do, this might be a fun little tournament to vote in, I guess. But the whole idea is we vote between one of the two characters that are in the matchup for the day, and we just kind of have fun. Go till there's a winner, and then that'll be it. So there are a few rules to go over as usual. So here they are. All right, as per usual, this whole week. The rules are on the screen. They're very straightforward, very simple to follow along with. But, since most people skip this, let's see, what can we talk about today? A few days ago, it was kind of sad news, I guess. Halo Infinite got delayed. And I was thinking about, because I'm probably going to end up purchasing PS5 at launch and an Xbox Series X. Probably going to buy both of those at launch. And, Halo Infinite, obviously that was going to be the big game to get for the Xbox, and, there goes that, so I got to look into some other things, like Hellblade 2, Senua's, how do you pronounce her again? Anyway, Hellblade 2, that looks like a fun game. I got to see what else might be out there, but, it's kind of bummed about the Halo Infinite thing, so, hopefully, though, they're able to, take the time they need to polish up that game, so hopefully that should be fun, but, PS5, I think we're pretty much running out of time. So that's it for the rules. Let's get to the rest of the video. All right, we're back. So we got to we got to go over the results from last week's matchup, which, again, spoiler alert, the winners in today's matchup. And the matchup was between Shovel Knight, who was taking on Jill Valentine. Wonder who won, right? So Jill Valentine won this one, 37 votes for herself, 28 for Shovel Knight. So unfortunately, this is the end of the line. Took that shovel, drew the line in the sand, and he's like, sorry, I cannot go any farther, unfortunately. I guess maybe Jill took the shovel from him and said, nope, no more. But anyway, congrats to Jill. She's now in today's matchup. Shovel Knight has been, unfortunately, eliminated from the tournament. All characters except one in the end get eliminated, so it is... Hey, Shovel Knight still went pretty far in this tournament, so that's still pretty cool to see. So, today's matchup, Paper Mario against Jill Valentine. Well, let's talk about him, right? So, Resident Evil, one of my favorite franchises in gaming today. Absolutely love it. I never played the early games. I didn't play, like Resident Evil 1, 2, or 3. Actually, no. Which one did I play? I had they remade. Maybe it's the first one. I think they remade the first Resident Evil on the Nintendo DS or 3. I don't know. I think it was a remake of one of the first few games. Played that on the DS, and I just couldn't get into the camera, and the controls are kind of weird and wonky, and I couldn't quite get into it, but Resident Evil 4 came along, and, I fell in love with that game. Still to this day, it is one of my all-time favorite games of ever. So how does Jill Valentine fit into this? Well, my first real introduction to the character was in Resident Evil 5, right? Coming off the heels of Resident Evil 4. Huge success, and Resident Evil 5, cool. Jill Valentine's in that story, so I was like, okay. So I knew the name. I finally got to understand and learn about the character, which is, I liked her. I liked the character, right? I could see why a lot of people kind of fell in love with the character, and why a lot of people are kind of drawn to her, right? She's pretty acrobatic. She's she just kind of has like what you would kind of want for like a female protagonist, right? I don't know. She just kind of got everything going for her. And in terms of video games, well, character-wise, when you break down characters by categories and by iconic stature and how long they've been in a game, Jill Valentine is a household name. Been around for, maybe a couple decades now? Is it that long? When was her first appearance? Somebody's got to let me know the official appearance. First official appearance of Jill. But I believe she's been around for a couple decades now, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, right? Oh, man, because I'm trying to think, because 2004 was Resident Evil 4, right? So, and she was in Resident Evil, 3? So was that like very late 90s maybe? Or very early 2000s? I don't know. Whatever. It's not really the point. Basically, it's just been around for a long time. Has tremendous amount of fan support. Maybe not Smash Bros. So much. Yeah, every once in a while you'll hear some people bring up Resident Evil, right? Because some people are talking about Capcom, right? Nintendo Capcom, they work pretty well together. Will Capcom get another rep in the Fighters Pass? You know, overall. Will they get a character in the Fighters Pass? How about I'll phrase it like that? Will they get one? All right, if they do, which series, what franchises do we got to look at? Resident Evil definitely comes to mind. So the weird thing was, we did get those Resident Evil spirits back in November, right? I'm pretty sure that's November. It's just kind of like a really random, like, what? Resident Evil out of all things? Which was really cool. Resident Evil's in Smash Bros. But then it's like, okay, does that kind of pretty much eliminate, our favorite character? Leon, Chris, Jill, Wesker, do they not have a chance anymore? I don't know. Maybe they could surprise us, right? Because if you keep in mind the spirits that they used, Leon was from Resident Evil 4, that Leon. I believe Chris and Jill were both... No, Chris was from Resident Evil 5. I believe Wesker was also from the Resident Evil 5 version of himself. And then Jill was from the earlier, one of the early Jill Valentines. So, you got different character models. Obviously, RE3 Remake, that was a really big game. Sold very well. Capcom said they're going to continue kind of doing remakes. And they said they're going to redo Resident Evil 4. So, I'm very skeptical about that. I'm very nervous about that. Because I felt like the game was awesome. And I don't want them to turn that into... I don't want them to severely change the game from what it was. It's weird. I'm all for remaking it, sure, but if it's just, I don't know. I gotta wait to see before we actually get. Gotta get gameplay. I know I'm not really talking about Jill so much, but Resident Evil. Why am I not talking about Jill? Why am I not gonna really talk too much about Paper Mario? It's just these characters have been in tournaments before, and I've talked a ton about them, so it's kind of like I'm kind of rehashing a lot of stuff at this point, so just trying to go a different path, right, just for whatever's sake. Most of us already know, by the time we click on this video, who we're voting for. I don't think my talking really persuades you to vote one way or the other. At least most people, probably not. But, I don't know, Jill could be a fun character. Not my personal pick for a Resident Evil character. Again, not not this again. Uh-oh. We'll fix it. Yeah, we fixed it. There we go. All right, but let's just move on to Paper Mario, all right? Jill would be a fun character, though. I'm going to say that. Paper Mario, right? We all know him. He's Mario in paper form. Now, there's a lot of people that feel the last couple Paper Mario games ruined the character, and I completely understand why people think that. All right, we got used to this specific sort of battle system, and then they just up and go, flip it, no, something completely new. I was just reading a tiny little article the other day about I believe the developers were saying something along we have to continue to change up the mechanic. No, you don't. Why fix what's broken? I don't know the exact numbers on Origami King, but I believe Super Paper Mario, the one for the Wii, right? That was the Wii one. Super Paper Mario was the best-selling game in the franchise. So if we're going to go, by that in terms of what could their outlook be in Smash Bros., what could their representation be, Aren't they going to kind of take from... Sakurai's done this in the past with characters as well for the roster. He's taken characters that are, their most memorable, most recognized, they could take from whatever. So, would you go with the most successful one? Again, I don't know numbers of Origami King. I don't know if that's actually passed Super Paper Mario, but if it has, well then I guess maybe they would go with that. So, it is what it is. But Paper Mario, right, the thing is, you can go so many different directions with a moveset, right? I did potential moveset for him a few weeks ago. And I did it with the buddy system with a bunch of characters that you team up with. Well, the new Origami King, they got that spinning weird table, and you got to line a bunch of stuff up, and it's just... What? No, just go back to what... And that's the thing. On one hand, I applaud Nintendo for listening, We wanted a new Paper Mario game. We wanted it to kind of be the older style. And then at the same time, they're like, all right, you can have it, but you can't have exactly what you want. And it's like, no, come on. Isn't that the whole reason why the Switch came out extremely on fire? Like, everything. Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild launch title, absolutely huge. Super Mario Odyssey within the launch year as well. And it's like, they came out of the gates firing with all sorts of games. They were listening to fans, it seemed like. We wanted this. We wanted a new entry in Metroid. We got Metroid Prime 4. Had to restart development, but we got it. We wanted another Paper Mario game. We got it, but not quite. And so it's kind of just go back to what the fans really wanted, right? The one that sold the best, right? So it's tough, right? It's really tough to talk specific style for Paper Mario, right? You could do the buddy system. You could do the new Origami King style with his weird folding arms, and he's always going to have his hammer. Like, every moveset, he's got to have his hammer, right? It's just got to be a thing. Plus, the random fact that we do have a Paper Mario stage, and not a Paper Mario character from the series, so it's always weird. Animal Crossing did that for one game. Then the very next game, we got Villager, but yeah, so... I'm not saying that's a hint by any means, because the Paper Mario stage was it was only in Wii U or 3DS, right? Was that on both systems? Or is that just one? I think it's just one. But either way, it's been in several games now, and we still don't have a playable character, so just because you got a stage doesn't mean you're getting a character, right? So, I mean, if so, then wouldn't we have what was the Miiverse? Shouldn't we have? We have Mii's, I guess. Whatever. I'm trailing off. I'm rambling at this point. Let's just go to the voting. This one's still easy for me. I still like Paper Mario, and I would hope if he gets into the playable roster that you could do something with the buddy system. Something. I think that would be a very fun, very much more unique way to make him stand out even more from Mario. There's still people that think he's just a Mario Echo Fighter, which is far from the truth. It's not even close. Not even close. Smaller, thinner, lighter, entirely different moveset. It's not Echo Fighter anywhere written all over it. So, for me, yeah, like I've always said about Jill, she's not my top Resident Evil character pick. Leon, then Nemesis, then probably Chris and Wesker, Barry's up there. So, Paper Mario is going to get my vote in this one. Let me know who you guys got. Paper Mario, Jill Valentine, or both. All good options. So, I guess Monday we are back to the loser bracket. So, we'll get the results from Rayman, who's taking on Tails, and the winner of that will end up facing Dr. Eggman on Monday. So, we do have a matchup on Monday. I think we have a matchup Monday, Tuesday, but I don't think for Wednesday. Yep, we're at that point. Not every day is going to be a matchup from the tournament. So, oh well, going to be weird going forward. Been doing matches and tournaments for so long, and now I'm not going to be doing them every day. I got a different plan. I'm hoping this one works way better than my current format, but we'll see. Anything's better than right now, right? I hope. Anyway, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.